We've got ourselves some challenger decks. Let's see how they play. Hello and welcome to Life Begins at 20. My name is Mark and thank you so much for joining me. And today we're also joined by Matt from TOTALmtg.
How you doing?
So Matt, as you've probably known from the previous video that we've done, I'll put a card on the screen for you now so you can give that a watch. We are doing the Challenger deck. So we're both MTG content creators and we're going to go and give a go to see what the Hazoret deck does against Vehicle Rush. Now, this could be interesting. I don't necessarily think this is the most evenly balanced game.
Could be one-sided.
Could be very one-sided. It's probably more likely to be this one. But no, we'll go and have a look. We'll show you what the decks are going to be doing, and you'll see in the gameplay how powerful the decks really are. So without any further ado, let's get stuck in. Well, I ended up losing the dice roll, and, well, playing against the red deck, but we've got Vehicle Rush, so we're going to see how this gets going. We've got Mardu going on here, lots of vehicles, lots of dwarves, a little bit of, bits of removal and bits and pieces like that. So we'll see how this ends up going on. To start off with, we've got two of the artifact creatures. We're going to be using a lot of these to help pump up the rest of our cards, but we've got Bowmat Courier, haste 1/1 creature. When it attacks, exile the top card of your library. It helps you refuel your hand if you've got quite low later on in the game, as long as you leave that red mana up just in case. It ends up getting removed. Then you've got Scrap Heap Scrounger, so you can just be swinging in with this over and over and over again. It can't block anyway, so you're going to be doing the damage, exile creature card from your graveyard, bring it back, and just, it's an endless beater, which is quite nice for us to have. Next up, we've got three of the dwarves, and these are the reasons why we've got a lot of vehicles helping to buff those vehicles up, crew them, and other bits and pieces like that. So Toolcraft Exemplar, great card. Starts off as a 1/1, get yourself a creature, artifact creature, or an artifact of any kind onto the battlefield. It's then a 3/2 when it attacks. To be perfectly honest, you won't be attacking that much with it, but you'll be using that to then crew up your bigger vehicles, such as your Heart of Kiran as well, and Sky Sovereign console flagship, which you have one of those, and you have 4 copies of Heart of Kiran, which is pretty nice. Veteran Motorist, scrying gets you through your cards to try and find some decent things, a little bit of action going on there, and whenever it crews a vehicle, it pumps that up. And then you've got Depala. Other dwarves get buffed up as well, getting +1/+1. Each vehicle you control gets +1/+1 as long as it's a creature as well, so it's really helping to buff those vehicles up to get some extra damage. And when this becomes a tapped, you can pay X, reveal the top X cards of your library, and put all the dwarves and vehicle cards into your hand and the rest on the bottom. So it really helps you refuel into a better hand later on in the game and get you some action. Next up, we've got Pien La. I like the card. I think it's just the one of in this deck. Possibly wrong, there might be two. But this is just entering the battlefield, getting you an artifact creature token with flying. So it's got a bit of evasion as well. And it helps you then to just crew another vehicle as well. Plus, it helps then buff up Toolcraft Exemplar as well, just to work alongside all of that. You can then pay 1 and a red to target artifact you control, gets +1/+0 to the end of turn. You can do that as many times as you want, as much mana you want, which is pretty cool. So that is in either buffing up any of your creatures or your vehicles to do some significant damage. Then you can sacrifice an artifact. A target creature can't block this turn, so you can then swing in for the win there. You've got the 3 vehicles next, and these are the main brute force of your deck. Sky Sovereign, we've got the one of. Flying 6/5, does a lightning bolt when it enters the battlefield or attacks, which is great. And crew 3 means that Veteran Motorist can crew it, Depala can crew it, and Toolcraft Exemplar, as long as there's an artifact, which there will be, on the battlefield, that can be crewed as well. And with flying, it's going to go over the top as well and do some significant damage. Next up, we've got Aethersphere Harvester, so that just means if you're playing against aggro, you've got a decent blocker there as a 3/5. Crew 1 means anything can crew this to be able to block one of your opponent's creatures or swing over. And because you're getting the energy as well, it means you can get a bit of life gain as well. Let's hope that helps. And last of all, we've got Heart of Kiran, 4 copies of this as well. Flying and Vigilance on the 4/4 does some significant work for us. We don't have to worry about the loyalty counters because we don't have any Planeswalkers in this deck. But, needless to say, Flying and Vigilance on a 4/4 is a good blocker and it's going to be doing some good damage for us as well. And last of all, we've got one of our main pieces of removal there in Unlicensed Disintegration. We're going to have plenty of artifacts, instant speed, destroy target creature, could be any creature that we need to, and it'll also do 3 damage to the opponent as well, so we're just going to get an extra bit of damage going through to hopefully get in for the win there.
So I was very lucky in the dice roll and I got Hazoret Aggro. This deck, I don't know what to say about it. It is absolutely amazing. To be honest, you're not really going to have to do much to this deck to make it into a really powerful top tier deck for you to definitely take down your F&M. Probably could even take down as it is, depending on what your game shop's like. So these are the cards that I've chosen from the Hazoret Aggro deck. that basically show how the curve is and what you really want to be doing when you play the game. So we're going to start off with Bomat Courier. It's your 1-drop, it's haste, and when this attacks, it will exile the top card. You put it underneath, and then when you want, if indeed you do need, to refill your hand with cards, Bomat is brilliant for this, because you can pay 1 red, tap it, and then basically put all those cards into your hand. Not ideal to obviously do it early when you've got a fistful of cards, but late game, the Bomat is really good, and your opponents will try to kill this off at, specific times of the game. 2-drop. We're going to hopefully go on curve here. Carry Zev. It makes monkeys. 2-1 monkeys. It's really, really good. You come down, you attack. It's got first strike. Nice body being 1-3 as well. And obviously has menace, which makes it even better as well. Hard to block. Comes down with a 2-1. The token does get exiled, but the idea obviously is to go Bomat into Carry Zev and then follow into our next creature, which is it's an absolute all-star of this deck, which is Arncrop Crasher. 3-2 with haste, costs 2 and a red, and can, if you exert it, stop a creature from blocking. So you will be able to, if opponent's only got 1 creature down and you're attacking with your carry, your Bomat, and your Arn, you're going to be doing a lot of damage. And then that leads into your bigger drops. Hazoret. It's got 1 of Hazoret, and that 1 of Hazoret is really good, because you do seem to just obviously, unless you use your Bomat carrier, you will fall out of, you'll have no cards left in your hand. Hazoret can come down, attack with the indestructible haste, and then you can discard your cards by paying 2 and a red and keep that damage coming and flowing to your opponent. Glorybringer, evasion, flying, haste. The deck is insanely strong. It's got a 1 of these in there. It's a 4-4 flying with haste, and obviously this can be exerted as well and do 4 damage to target non-dragon creature. Fly over the top. It's an absolute game finisher. And if that wasn't enough in this deck, it goes off with Chandra. Chandra Tortured Defiance, the best Planeswalker in Standard currently, sees modern play. It's so strong. You won't even have to worry about getting to the emblem with this, because basically, if you get to play your Chandra, all well and good, but to be honest, these creatures will do the job for you before Chandra does, and that's just the final card to put the nail into the coffin into your opponent's deck. Right, so we roll off?
Okay, go for it. Oh, he's rolled a 6.
The wonky 6.
Oh, it's up to you. Do you go first or second?
Red deck, go first. Yeah, red deck, go first.
Red deck win. Red deck is more than likely going to win.
Here we go. Is it a keep?
No, I'm actually okay-ish with this one. Ish.
Yeah, this is the snap keep, as they say.
Oh dear.
Right, are you ready for the right word? Here we go. 1 damage to you.
Oh God.
Bomat Courier. Tap attack, 1 damage to you.
Yeah, and your trigger?
But I always forget that trigger. So I put that into exile just there. It's exiled. Over to you.
Right, so we'll play our planes.
Right. Have to exile.
Yeah, if only. And I will tap that to do my own Bomat Courier to you.
Right, I'm going to get
my exiled card.
Right,
pass the turn.
as well. Right, here we go.
Oh my word.
There we go. So let's hit you for 1. Trigger.
Okay. Down to 17.
Carry Zev.
Yeah.
Deja vu. Over to you.
Okay.
So we'll just say there's no tokens. It didn't come with the deck, unfortunately. And I couldn't find my monkeys.
No monkeys for us. Right. What would be the sensible thing to do here?
Tuck tail and run for this red deck is the sensible thing to do.
I got things I can do.
Yeah.
There are a few things.
Do it.
But
right.
I think the sensible thing.
Oh, he's going sensible.
Is tapping 2 for a lightning strike.
Poor carries it.
I mean, I love the monkey card, but no, and then I will attack for 1. Get my trigger.
Okay, brilliant.
Happy days. I'll just make sure he goes back there, and I'll pass the turn.
Okay, so we were gonna. You have stopped it quite a bit there, to be honest. You've stopped the pain. So 1 damage to you with Sun Scorched.
Yep.
We're going to play an Arn.
Of course we are.
And then we're going to hit you for 4.
Yep.
And I'm going to trigger on my Bomat. Put another little exile card there.
Down to 12.
And over to you, bud.
This is a problem.
Not exerted.
Yeah, that's not perfect.
You have got a fistful of cards there. Where
I do have a fistful of cards there.
The red deck is down to 3.
Unfortunately, I did not get a land, so we're...
Although these suns are very nice,
yeah.
I'm a bit stuck on land as well myself, so...
I think I'm going to, for safety,
Oh, I thought he was going to bounce the boom at him.
veteran motorist, meaning I can
Okay,
scry
untap
2.
that because I didn't block it down.
So scry my 2.
That's nice though. Find your land.
Yep, they're going to go to the bottom.
Oh, to the bottom.
Which is a slight issue. And then I will... Yeah, I'm going to pass the turn.
Pass the turn.
Passing the turn.
Right. What do we draw?
No land.
Oh,
game's
no.
over now. The game is over now.
GG's. GG's, he says.
He only needs 4 mana to work.
Right. What should we do? So what we're going to do, we're going to play a Fanatical Fireband that has haste.
Of course it is.
So I'm going to tap it and do 1 damage to that.
Okay. And you have to sacrifice it, so I suppose that's a slight consolation prize.
So,
That is a shame. The dwarf was a good friend.
what to do? It's tricky. It's tricky. I am going to lightning strike your Bowmat Courier.
Okay. Okay. Well, I can't pay the cost, so they remain in exile upside down.
I'm going to go to attacks.
Yeah.
Hit you for 4.
Magical.
Trigger. Over to you.
This is very problematic,
Very problematic.
because I can put that guy out with 2 Cleft Exemplar,
Right.
but because I haven't got any more land, I can't do anything else.
He's been land strapped with the Mardu.
I already have, and pass the turn.
Okay, so untap. I've just got land for days.
Yeah, can I have 1? I only need 1.
So we are going to go to attacks.
Yep.
Trigger.
Yeah. You have all of the cards under there.
Hit you for 4.
I will. No blocks.
No blocks, eh?
No blocks.
Okay. So I'll pay 2.
Oh dear.
Going to lightning strike you for 3.
1, 2, 3. We're down to 1.
I'm going to pay 1.
Oh no.
Sacrifice.
Yep.
Get all these cards back in my hand.
Okay. And I'm going to assume he's got something.
Going to pay 1. Shock you for 2. GG's, my friend. That was a good game.
That was a good game. So moving on into sideboarding now, and to be honest, I think I'm going to need a lot of work going on here because that red deck is brutal. To start off with, we've got 2 copies of Magma Spray. This might help us against the Bowmat Couriers, just to make sure they get exiled so that they can't do their thing. But to be perfectly honest, as long as you've got a red mana up, it's not going to make too much of a difference there. So not really seeing Magma Sprays being that helpful. Next up, we've got 4 copies of Duress, and to be honest, I might actually bring a couple of these in and might get rid of, one of those lightning strikes or another piece of removal just to keep some of my creatures alive because I need to get a little bit of a board presence going on. So definitely 2 of those will be coming in for myself. 1 copy of Cast Out. I would love there to be more. I really would love there to be more. This is a way to be able to get rid of Chandra, Hazoret, and any else of their big creatures. And worst case scenario, we can cycle it away if we really need to, so that's definitely coming in. We've got 3 copies of Harsh Mentor, and to be perfectly honest, I don't think they're really needed against this Hazoret deck. I think while they're decent enough creatures, there isn't enough going on that side of the board for me to worry about getting enough of those triggers, so they're not making it in. Next, we've got Crook of Condemnation. Again, no graveyard hate required against that deck because they need about 5 turns, maybe 4, just to absolutely wipe me out, so not going to worry about that. We've got an Aethersphere Harvester there. Again, another one of those will be great. A little bit of extra life gain, a good decent blocker, and crew 1 means I can get a lot of creatures to be able to get to that. And the last of all, we've got the 2 copies of Chandra's Defeat in the sideboard, and yep, they're going to have to go in. Just because 1 mana kills any of their creatures, that's going to be great for us. And to be perfectly honest, what we're going to end up having to take out, we're going to take out all the Scrap Heap Scroungers, because to be honest, we need the blockers. We need the blockers more than we need them swinging in because the red deck is just so fast. I'm going to take up 1 Bowmat Courier as well because, again, we need more of the blockers. They're going to be great anyway later on. There's still 3 copies in there. And we're going to take 1 copy of Depala out because, again, she's not required. She's not going to be the bit amazing for us if she does get out. And we've got 2 other copies as well just to make sure we get in there. But there wasn't anything else I could really see being that much of a help for us. So that's what's coming out. This is what's coming in. Let's see if that makes any difference.
So we're going to go to sideboard now. And obviously I'm playing the Vehicle Rush deck. They've got creatures that would be very good for me to exile in the old Scrap Heap Scrounger. So I've got some Magma Sprays. Magma Sprays, I've got 2 of them here. I'm definitely going to bring these in, possibly take out the 2 shocks, which is what I think I'm going to do, is bring in 2 Magma Sprays, just because it helps them when they want to try and crew the vehicles. Magma Spray is good. Exile, they're not coming back. Very good card. A card also in the sideboard, which is Karizev's Expertise. To be honest, we'll have a look at the rest of the sideboard, but there's nothing else I'm really going to change from this deck, because this deck is so strong as it is. Putting something like Karizev's Expertise in where it can obviously make me take the vehicles is only going to slow me down, really. Late game, these could be very good, but I have faith in this deck and obviously how quick it is that I just don't need it. It's just going to go 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, 4 drop, win the game. But Karizev is there in case you wanted to bring it in. It's there. We also have Key to the City. Nice card, discard a card, you can make something unblockable, pay 2. Helps with the card draw, but slightly works against some of the cards in your deck. Hazoret, you don't want cards. Bomat, obviously, will sack it. You've got card draw there. Key to the City's there as a 2 of it as well. PNLR makes blockers, very nice. I think there is PNLR in the Vehicle Rush deck as well. So I don't really want a peer face-off. We're just going to have it as is. We don't need that either. We're not going against a Graveyard deck. We've got 3 Sentinel Totems there. Not going to be bringing them in at all. And the last 4 cards we have are Chandra's Defeat. Like I said, Magma Spray's coming in. Chandra's Defeat is not needed in this matchup, but we'll stick with the Magma Sprays and hopefully we're going to win game 2.
So this time I will definitely be going first.
You going first?
I will definitely be going first.
Here we go.
We've got to try and do something here.
I had a pretty OP opening hand in the last game, I've got to admit. It was pretty 1 into 2 into 3 into 4.
Okay.
This is slightly different.
Okay.
Right.
We shall
Off you go.
start off with Unclaimed Territory, naming dwarves.
Dwarves.
We'll then tap for a Toolcraft Exemplar.
Look at
And
you
I will
getting
pass the
aggro.
turn. I've done something this game.
Oh,
yeah.
Right, so I will play a Mountain.
Don't kill me. No.
Play a Soulscar Mage.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, over to you.
Okay. So what we will then do is play a Evolving Wilds,
Okay.
and I will crack it to go and find a mountain. Is it a mountain? Yep, I'll crack it to find a mountain, and I will
Okay.
pass my turn.
Okay, cool. Right.
Mountain. I think there's only like 1 mountain in this entire deck.
One Mountain.
Pretty sure.
Right. What should
There it is.
we do? Play a Mountain. I think I'll go to attacks.
Okay.
Hit you for 1.
You can. I will happily take that 1
Okay.
because it's not 10.
And then I will play a Fanatical Firebrand.
Oh dear.
Which is the one with haste, so I can tap it, 1 damage target creature or player, then I have to sacrifice it. Over to you.
Okay. We'll play a Swamp. We're nearly there with all the colours.
Nearly there.
Nearly. I am going to, for 3, pay PNLR, getting me a lovely little 1/1 Thopter.
Okay, so in response to that, I'm going to tap 1
Yeah.
and shoot that down.
Yeah.
Before it becomes bigger.
Before he becomes my friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. And therefore I pass the turn.
Okay. Right. Play that. Right, what do we want to do?
Concede, clearly.
Concede. I'm going to Magma Spray that, triggering Prowess.
Oh, poor Pierre. I knew you well.
I'm going to tap 1 for a Bomat Courier,
Yeah.
and then I'm going to go to attacks.
Okay.
And swing in for 3.
I'll
Trigger the Bomat, exile.
take 3.
Okay, and over to you.
Okay.
Slightly slower hand for me this time. Not as explosive, but
Well, if you want unexplosive, you want to come over here.
I want to play the Mardu. A lot of land. A lot of land.
Yeah, the issue is I'm not going to be doing that much with it right now. But for 3,
Yes.
we're going to unlicensed disintegration on your Soulscar Mage,
Yep, sounds decent.
and you will take 3 damage.
3 damage as well. Yes.
Yep,
1, 2,
because I
3.
control my lovely little Thopter guy,
Little Thopter guy.
and he will swing in for 1. Yeah!
Down. You're taking me
The
down.
beats. Oh, I'll pass the turn.
Right, bud. So we will draw. I will play a Sunscorch, 1 damage to you.
Yep.
I will play Soulscar Mage.
He's back.
1, 2, 3. Play Arn.
Of course.
Go to attacks.
Yeah.
Hit you for 4.
Yeah.
Trigger.
Okay.
And over to you, Bud. That is a beater.
It is a beater.
Arn is a beater.
Right. Hope.
Hope and pray.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Spire of Industry again,
Okay.
because we like the spires.
Love the spires. Oh, yeah, fancy lands over there.
I have got fancy lands over there, but the problem we've got is I need to do something, but I also want to play
There's me
something.
thinking, does he have a Wrath? Does he have a Wrath in that deck? I'm trying to think. I did see the deck list.
I don't believe there's a
I
wrath.
don't think there is.
Right, just to keep me alive for a tiny weeny bit longer,
Please don't kill my creatures.
I'm going to Lightning Strike Arm,
Oh! I knew you were.
and that is literally going to be my turn. Yeah.
Dangerous. Dangerous. But I've only got 2 1/1s there. At the moment. So we're playing Mountain.
Yep.
We'll play Arn.
Okay. In response to Arm,
In response to Arn.
I'm going to pay 1 life to get me a red mana because I control an artifact.
Okay.
And he's going to be lightning striked away too.
No.
Hello.
That's it. 10 for the 1 life.
Yeah.
You've gone again.
He's gone again.
Right. We're going to go to attacks.
Okay.
Trigger.
Sorry, little Thopter. You're gonna stand in the way.
Okay. So I'll pay 1.
Yeah.
Sacrifice.
Okay. So I take 1 damage.
Take 1 damage.
And now you have a handful of cards.
Over to you, sir.
Oh dear. Come on.
Definitely worked
Something.
around the Arn this time.
Something. Okay. So we can fully tap out here and it's gonna be wonderful. So for 2, we're going to play Veteran Motorsmith.
Nice, nice.
Going to scry my 2.
Scry 2. Like it.
I'm not the biggest fan of either of these cards.
Oh dear.
Um,
Got 3 magical cards here.
I'm sure they are magic. They're both going to go to the bottom.
Mountain, maybe.
Yeah. And then for 3, lovely colourless mana, we're going to play a Cultivator's Caravan.
Right, and the crew on that is
Crew
3 as well.
is Crew 3.
Crew 3,
I will pass the turn.
Okay. Right, we want something special.
No, we don't.
We will play a Mountain.
You think 6 mana should be blowing me away completely with that red deck?
For 2,
Oh dear.
I'm going to abrade
Oh,
your artifact.
poor Caravan. He's just been on an Easter holiday and everything.
Triggers prowess, of course.
Of course.
I'm going to play Hazoret, the Fervent. I've only got 1 card in my hand.
Of course. Yeah.
We're going to go to attacks. We're going to hit you for 7. Literally crying again. Guys, this deck is very strong.
Just a smidge.
Just a smidgen strong.
Just a smidge. The question is, well, I'm going to go with that I'm dead. I'm just going to see what the top card's going to... Yeah, it's well over.
You did. Good game. Good game.
So that was the gameplay from the 2 Challenger decks. And poor Vehicle Rush.
Poor vehicles.
This
is just too strong.
It really strong. Is. To be perfectly honest, you don't need to be doing much to get that to be F&M ready.
No, it's
not at all.
It's basically there already. Add a few cards. That's all you really need. But you would be able to take this as is. Definitely.
Yeah. Whereas for me, the issue came across being with Vehicle Rush being 3 colours against a monocolour deck. You're always losing straight away from that. The land base would be the first thing that would need to be upgraded quite considerably with this one, just to make it a lot more consistent would be the right word for me. I mean, most of the cards are there. You probably want to change a few of the vehicles up, but against that deck, it's just...
I mean, that's what it's got Harkier and probably the best vehicle around.
Yeah.
But this deck is so tuned.
Yeah.
I'd say 1 drop, 2 drop. The curve is just amazing, and then all you really need to do maybe add some more Glory Bringers.
Yeah.
Maybe
Chandra,
the Hazoret, a couple more. If you want to go to the, but basically it's not far off the full.
Just take it to a GP and see
Red
what
Dead
happens.
Wins. It's basically what it is.
Yeah,
so
it's pretty much
you can see why it's a little bit more.
I mean, in all honesty, going through having played the 2 other decks as well the previous time, my favourite, I'm gonna have to say my favourite deck that I've played and it's probably my favourite deck out of a lot of them, is the Counter Surge deck. I just think there's a lot of scope in here to improve this, to make this a hell of a lot of fun to play. Don't get me wrong, this is great. This is a great deck, and it's so powerful straight out of the box. But I think this one has the most scope to be the second.
If you want to adapt decks, get to your deck building skills. These rival decks are very much, you can tune them to how you want them. If you want something just go to play, this is your baby. And
that's probably why it's slightly more expensive.
Yeah, just a little bit more, because old Chandra.
Yeah, Chandra.
Hazoret's dropped a little bit, but Chandra is still...
You used to get a 20 quid card or whatever.
Yeah, modern playable. It's
fantastic.
Super strong, 4-mana planeswalker.
Probably my favourite Chandra in Cube as well.
Exactly. Exactly.
It's just so strong. But to be perfectly honest, you can have a look at the other gameplay video. Again, there'll be a card on the screen, link in the description as well below for you to have a look and see what the other 2 decks were. So that was Second Sun Control versus this one. So you can see how they ended up playing. We only did the one game with that one rather than this one. Obviously, seen Sideboarding. Not that it really made much of a difference.
No.
But you'll see how all the decks are different playing. And let us know in the comment section as well below which deck that you're wanting to pick up. Is there a specific one that you're liking the look of? Is it going to be the red deck because it's just so good? Chandra, Hazoret, it's just nice and iconic. Or is there going to be another one of the decks? Maybe you're a control player and you really want to get Second Sun Control and really push that to be so much more better.
With a little bit of tinkering, that deck will be as strong, because Approach Second Sun decks are very strong. So little bit more tinkering with that. It's not quite where it needs to be at the moment.
No.
But it obviously can be played. But like I said, least tinkering is this one. The others you can tinker away with, and they will become strong decks.
Yeah, I will probably say Vehicle Rush and Second Sun need the most tinkering out of the 2.
Yeah.
But they are catered for near enough everybody there. I think everybody's got a good
beginners, new, even if you're a seasoned player, you still want to pick this one up. If you ever want to play Rent Your Life, play this one. Because, I'm a control player. I played this. I found it very easy to play. Very easy to play. So, just don't ever be put off just by you think, I'm not, but this deck is good.
So do let us know in the comment section as well below. If you enjoyed the video, definitely give it a thumbs up as well. Share it around. We're going to be doing more of these gameplay videos as well, because I'm having a lot of fun putting these all together. I'm sure having a good fun playing actually Paper Magic.
That's what we said. The first thing that Super did is like, oh my god, I'm not pressing the button on the mouse. Love it that I'm actually off playing MTGO for a bit and we're playing some Paper Magic. So like Mark said, formats you want to see. I know Mark's got some cube action we're going to do very soon. Modern, I've got a big card collection. Mark's got a card collection. We can make decks. We will do our best. Just let us know what you want to see.
And we will definitely see more of this Paper Magic going forward, trying to push the quality as well. So thank you again all so much for watching. Definitely do have a look at Matt's channel. Hit the subscribe button as well for that channel. Card on the screen for you there to go check him out and see all of the deck techs and other stuff that he does as well. And he's also on Twitch, so if you want to enjoy watching Magic streamers,
come and see some punts. If you want to see some punts, come and see me. Occasionally I make the odd good play. Occasionally.
Some interesting music choices as well.
Yeah, very interesting music. Don't leave it on Spotify.
No, don't do that. But no, again, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. I would just like to take this moment to thank my Patreons of the channel. I can't thank you enough for the help and support that you're giving me. If you'd like to do the same, head over to patreon.com/lifebegins@20, and there'll be a link in the description below for that as well, where there are plenty of rewards to choose from. With your support, we can really push to make this channel even better. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Tuesday and Friday. With your support, we can really help this channel to grow. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.